Forgot to hit start recording for VODs. God bless VODs. We're playing not for broadcast. We're gonna do broadcaster. Like I said, my #1 thing is I'm never good at video games. I do my best though. So we're gonna attempt it. I hope everything sounds good, chat.
That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Is this British? Is this game British? A terrible fate to behold. That's so loud. Holy cow. Hello. Not for broadcast, yes. I feel like I'm getting like my bit rate, bro. I feel like I'm getting mind controlled. Select a stream before the broadcast starts. Don't wait till you're live. This should be easy. I stream. Surely streaming like actual TV shows can't hurt too much. No? Day 1, the election. Oh, we're starting off with an election. Turn right. How does one turn right? D.
Hi, David. I have a call for you. I'm
just
putting it through. All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're
Cake sale.
Have to run the news tonight.
Staff drinks.
Worry, it's not hard, and I'm going to stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens.
Yep.
Right, look up at the top. That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down.
Got you.
Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the 4 small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left. Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now,
Gotcha.
have a look to your left.
Yep, that's my right. Left.
Everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again.
Awesome.
You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any 3 and load them into the machines on the right.
Crazy Neil.
Look up to the front again.
Bunley, Crazy Neil, and Alan James.
Right, the tapes are loaded and we're all ready for when we get to the first ad break. That's great. Any second now, you should be getting a signal through from the studio. Stay on your toes, mate. It's election night, so all eyes are on this room.
Awesome.
We do not want to get fired.
I feel like I'm gonna get fired.
Get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer, and we're ready to go.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
You know, seafood makes me come out in pustules.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody.
Next is tiled sequence.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist. Going in 5, 4.
But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay, we're all good. Next is going to be the throw to the news titles on screen 2. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just
Okay.
remember, it's all gravy.
Buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market.
There's so much going on.
Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year.
There's so much going on.
A spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course,
Okay.
we're going live to Advance Headquarters
10,
to hear what the leaders of the
9,
fledgling party
8,
have to say
7,
about
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Lovely, mate.
Yeah! What can I say?
Throw back to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Doot, 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 doot. Shrinks down and vanishes.
problems, switch to screen 1. Now, lovely, mate.
But first, the decisive
I'm
win is
genius.
France.
We often get a bit of interference around this time, mate. Keep your eye on the machine at the bottom right. Use that slider that's flashing, or your scroll wheel to move the wave up and down, keeping the green bit in the white bit.
But critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies.
Okay, I see.
Deliberately vague.
So this is gonna be a pain in my ass, is what I'm hearing.
Defeat to advance his overwhelming mandate.
This game is gonna be a pain. This is like me messing with my bitrate.
Doing well. All you got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment.
Okay.
Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
Okay.
Leader's acceptance speech.
And 3,
2, 1, go.
1 minute back, everybody. Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late.
Wanker snatch. Incredible.
That's the same policy we use with you. I thought that was our little secret. It's all right, he doesn't remember anything I tell him.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your burgeoning friendship.
Okay. That's not bad.
made it to the first ad break. You're doing great,
I'm
mate.
doing great, chat.
It's getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence, because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long, 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting.
Gotcha.
Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine.
Yeah,
It's
surely.
as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
Stay ahead.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
They're a bit pissed off, aren't they? They're a bit pissy.
Going in 5.
What the fuck is this ad? What's going on?
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first,
Get ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to the
go to
shop
Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his
joined
name.
today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh my dear.
Go to 3, go to 3.
I was on 4. I thought the wide shot looked better.
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
You suck.
You here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The medicated? Yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the wrap, that's Peter Jensen, the director. Do you know him? He's a wonderful chap. He really
Give us
is.
a look at Megan's reaction.
Worked with him.
I did.
Now back to Thunder.
I'm doing my best, okay? I think I'm doing great.
This has been. And do you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
It's fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you're playing...
I'm just flicking around buttons now.
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that was the true
Okay.
story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses
She looks so unimpressed.
for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 lists...
I feel like I'm switching it too much, though. That's my problem right now.
The others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. cut me, and I will bleed. And
Yeah.
that's how it feels.
I'm doing so great, chat.
Doesn't it? Bleeding. Doesn't it? Giving. Suffering for one's audience.
She looks so bored.
I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire. I do it for the little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring
Oh yeah.
to the world.
Good job. Positive change.
Today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well.
Okay. Okay.
Well, now you're asking. Historical
It kind of gives me an indicator over here on how it looks.
Difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear that when
Yeah.
it comes to politics,
It gives me kind of an indicator over here.
you should always
I'm kind of going vibe-based with this one, though.
not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again.
Sorry, I said fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated, which opens next week
Right,
around
they've
the
swapped
country.
the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'd just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look. Exciting stuff.
Cool, looks like Blunderclatch is
Okay.
in the studio, but we ain't got time for that. There's more interference coming. It's a bit trickier next time, mate.
I got distracted by the censorship and forgot to do the thing.
Middle mouse or Alt on your keyboard, and as the frequency changes, match it to the white bit by
Alt?
dragging right.
You think I don't know that?
Get the speed right.
I'm sorry.
No, we mustn't.
I didn't realize I had to press Alt. I was not ready for that. I was not ready to have to press Alt.
Now. Next, we're going to change the amplitude. Same as last time. Little joystick or hold Alt or middle mouse, and this time push upwards. Upwards, mate. Upwards.
But I didn't listen.
Doctor,
I'm drowning, Lance.
What?
I need to see this.
Right, now let's match it back by going downwards.
Ooh.
The virus. The sterility.
Okay.
This is the key.
This is not what I wanted.
Not bad. You'll get it with practice.
Forgot what Alt was on my computer. I forgot where Alt was.
You'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you've probably noticed, the broadcast screen, here, is about 2 seconds behind the master screen. Here.
Yeah.
When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button or the spacebar on your keyboard for as
Gotcha.
long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course,
Yeah.
if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now. As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder. Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try to
Okay.
get through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro.
Gotcha.
Remember, button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down.
Only 85 minutes from the coast, and with more than
Gotcha.
2 years of
Okay.
outstanding natural interest.
I'm starting to get it a little more.
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the number buttons on your keyboard, 1 to 4.
Running the country. Seriously?
We've had worse. 5, 4.
Alt for the thing, but I'm never gonna remember that, so I'm gonna have to have my mouse over here at some point.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to advance headquarters, where the two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Oh shit, he's pissed.
Shall I
Get ready
start?
to bleed.
Go for it, Pat.
Oh lord.
Hey, well, thank you all for coming, and, well, where do I start? What a day.
They said
Been
we
on a
couldn't
shopping
do
load.
it.
They certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying, southern bastard trick they had against us. But you, the people, you saw right through their shite.
I'm sorry about
1,
the language.
2.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints. Makes me coarser than a granny's fanny.
Memorably put.
Nailed it.
But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that
Okay.
advance are not a political party. A party's what you have when things are going well.
Yeah.
When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team.
Okay. This is so much. There's so much happening here.
But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future.
Remember the 10
So
second
perhaps we should
rule.
all be celebrating.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
For the rich, for them the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbook.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers
Okay.
to pass the
We're doing it.
Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know the sort of, probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country.
Okay. I'm so focused right now, chat. This is Ash being focused.
A simpler, fairer, unavoidable
Audience is
set
getting
of
bored,
tax
mate.
laws.
So all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. And earlier today, we revoked your passports. You want them back? You want to leave like you threatened
You want them
before?
back?
That's fine.
This is so interesting. What is like this political climate?
You're gonna pay it back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals
I love that they're watching while drinking.
to properly fund health and education, to raise the living standards of all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions, but you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats,
The people who pay
Jesus.
prostitutes to serve them drinks in their private clubs, the people whose children you raise.
so they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
It ends today.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back
Hello,
in
thank you for
yours.
following when I'm so focused. I am multitasking like a god today.
Today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again.
Holy shit. Focus is top 10 right now.
Until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that. Thank you
That's
for
a
your time.
great camera switch.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance.
Holy shit. That was the most focused I've ever been in my entire life.
Bleeped out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble.
I bleeped it out in time, okay?
So, as the country
I'm doing great.
braces itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the
We have 10
National
seconds
News.
until the next ad.
We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Right, looks like you've got it now. Thanks
Yeah!
for that, mate. I've got to go. Fair
Yeah! First day on the news went great.
enough, mate. Good luck.
Same old boring politics then.
Is this some weird fever dream? Am I dying now or something?
You're so lucky. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Not coming for a drink?
No, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
Try not to get murdered. Challenge room unlocked.
Program's finished.
Oh.
Get a broadcast report. It's 3
Dave's
weeks.
Apprentice. I completed my first broadcast. Sequence A plus, sequence D, sequence A. I got a B. I'll take it. The one sequence I didn't get good was when I had to adjust like the fucking frequency and shit. Like that was not going well, you know? But it's okay. Technical report. Full wages! Broadcast poor! Okay. You didn't need to call me out like that.
Financial state of our main advertisers. But you don't own any fucking shares. You're a cleaner, for God's sakes.
Damn.
This is the last page, and it tells you the state of the world. Tells you how well the government's doing.
Okay.
Down the bottom there, this one's important.
I'm like...
Tells you what Channel 1 currently thinks of you.
Interesting.
In other words, what the boss thinks.
Jump scare. What the boss thinks.
Alright, mate. Welcome to the archive. This is where you can have a quick look back at what you've done and how it looked to the public.
Okay.
There's 3 sections. Broadcast, rushes, and adverts. Let's start with broadcast.
Gotcha. I'm clicking on it now.
That's all the broadcasts that you've done. Click on any one of them and hit load tape. Once it's finished loading, you can use the rewind and the fast forward at the bottom there to help you get to the bit you want to see.
Load tape.
In a few moments, we'll be going live to tonight's national nightly news. But before
You bastard, you killed Kenny.
that's followed award-winning movie, The Freedom of Being Colin.
Stream elements, you're so late.
His guests in
Just a silly guy? Hell yeah.
Tonight sees a return for leading economist Katie Brightman. Finally,
Dave is just a silly dude.
The election win that experts said just couldn't happen.
My favorite thing is that I just saw this guy like drinking during the election bits. Like this is how I sound after 3 cups of coffee. It literally reminds me of that. Oh my god, you killed Kenny, you bastards. Okay, I'm done.
Right, click on rushes and let's have a look at those.
What the fuck is rushes?
Right, this is the rushes room. It's pretty simple. The 4 screens you can see, they're going to show you the 4 signals you got from the studio during the actual broadcast. Difference is you can mute any combination of them, so you can have a listen to the stuff.
Oh shit, I get to listen to whatever the fuck they were talking about earlier.
And when you're done listening to the backstage secrets, hit back.
I like how he knows exactly what I want to listen to as well. I want to listen to what they were doing during the interview. Please. Don't load that long. Let me listen. Dave, let me listen. I need to know what they were gossiping about. Because I know damn well the gossip was going hard back there. I know they were talking all sorts of shit.
These aren't my cards. Please tell me these aren't my cards.
No, they're the right ones, apparently.
This gives me nothing, Jenny. They must see that.
Oh no, I think they think he won't have anything to say.
Oh, for God's sake, come on. It's a huge day. He's not an...
Absolute bonehead.
Oh.
I don't care, Rob. I'm not doing it.
So he's really just a piece of shit guy.
Interview a day. I made that completely clear when we started.
The poor sound guy.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Oh, piss off.
Oh, you're such a prick, aren't you?
Bloody ice, Rob.
This guy!
Man.
He looks like a discount Crowley. Have you guys ever watched Good Omens? He looks like Crowley if he was more homeless.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Night.
Okay,
Next,
so
we'll be hearing from shock election winners advanced.
he does not look happy.
Our own culture reporter.
Okay, I don't need to listen to anymore. I'm good, thank you. And then there are the ads which you could watch. There's one ad that was so strange. I should have opened my stream with one of those fuck ass ads. Unexpected form. You arrive home to find posts on the map, most being nothing more than usual junk mail. One letter, however, catches your eye. The team wants to know you. Curiosity gets the better of you, and you open it. I'm broke as poor. Okay. It's a form of the new advanced government asking for information on all citizens. The first page is filed in already. Okay, so is this like kind of a Papers, Please fucking storyline where I have to choose my way? Your name, Alex Winston. Yeah! Your spouse, Sam Winston. Yeah! I love gay people. I know they mean it like Samantha, but it's gay people, okay? You can't convince me otherwise. Your children, Charles Winston, 14, and Susie Winston. Well, at least they got the basics right. The rest of the questions appear left for the YouTube complete. They appear to be mandatory. Upon starting a new job, you would be friendly, introduce yourself to new coworkers, be productive and get to work immediately, ease yourself in and orientate yourself with the new workplace. I'm easing myself in. Question 2. A colleague in a different department I just applied for a job as well, and so these are all too familiar. A colleague in a different department has confided in you that they've been taking home confidential information. Now, this music fucks, by the way. A file of minor importance has gone missing. You would help your colleague cover up their violation, recommend that your colleague reports it, promise your colleague, or recommend. I'm a recommender. An entire department was fired today for consistent underperformance. Your boss has put in a new place new targets that are significantly higher than the previous ones. You would leave work on time, stay late to ensure you hit the first deadline, leave work early and head to the pub to chat with the changes about your colleagues, leave work early and head home to see your family. Leave work on time, as always. It's the annual company barbecue, and you and your family have been invited. You are looking forward to enjoying a nice day out with friends and family. Are washing your hair that day. Go if you're free, but wouldn't mind missing it. Have been practicing with your coworkers and think you'll win the talent contest this year. These answers are getting vaguely weirder. You've had a long, successful career and about to retire. In your speech, you list your achievement and good memories you have working there. Give an honest review of pros and cons about the company. Focus on issues and challenges that you faced while working there. Refuse to attend. That's so real. I would be the one who refuses to attend, but I'm like stuck between these two. I'm gonna go with the second one. In your spare time, you like to relax alone, doing things like listening to music or making miles. Attend political rallies and stand up for what you believe in. Encourage and support your children and with their hobbies. Play in your local sports team. This game clearly has a political stuff going on with it, so I wonder if this will give me the most interesting answer. Your ideal holiday getaway will be surrounded by natural beauty, getting away from the strain of daily grind, exploring challenges somewhere unfamiliar and discovering new experiences and challenges, a structured day out a theme park with bustling and thrills and attractions, bustling with thrills and attractions for you and your family, a romantic getaway with your partner to tropical island paradise. Like, natural beauty, hell yeah. And most important thing that the government keeps people safe, free, happy, equal. See, that one's tough. Because these are all very important. I'm gonna say equal. Equal is not the same as equity, but if they had equity, I'd choose that instead. Thank you for your cooperation. Advance knows your time is valuable, and we appreciate your help in leading the nation to a brighter future. Sign your name. Me, after definitely reading Terms of Service. Day 6, a family matter. Interesting. It's late. Sam and the kids have gone to bed. You're drying up your favorite coffee cup, a worn-out souvenir of your first trip together. The print's faded, but a goofy face still makes you smile. A knock at the window brings you back to reality. Is this game suddenly a point and click? There's a garden. There in the garden, clutching a gaudy neon green suitcase, is Chris, Sam's sibling. As soon as you let them in, they sit at the kitchen, visibly stressed. Chris takes a deep breath. I'm sorry for bursting in so late, Alex, Chris stammers, but I need a favor and you're the only one I can ask. No problem, what's going on? You must have you seen this crazy advanced stuff? The Assets and Wealth Act, they're calling it. Taking people's hard-earned money to fund the lazy. It's bullshit. You've never seen Chris this agitated. I'm not saying the 1% or whatever, they don't have stupid money, but they can afford it. People like me, we're going to lose everything. Well, it depends. That's awful, but I'm not sure how I can help. You're always the well-off one in the family. They're going to take everything, Alex. Everything I've spent my life building. I don't like the VHS effect. Hello? I need a favor. I need to borrow your passport. What? Why? They've taken mine in half the bloody countries, but people always say you and I look similar, so... Chris is pacing now. I need to leave before it's too late. Once I'm out, me and my money will be safe. But I need to go now before they freeze my accounts. Please, Alex, I wouldn't if I had any... There's another choice, bro. You don't... And Chris mouth follows open. You're joking, right? I've always done right by you and Sam. I've treated your children like they are my own. We're family. Does that mean nothing to you? That's against the law, and also that's my passport, bro. If I need to leave, it's not... What? Fine, I'll solve this myself. So much for family loyalty. Grabbing the nylon fluorescent suitcase, Chris disappears into the night. You go back to the dishes, picking up Sam's cup again. The peeling face now seems to bore into you. The knot in your stomach tightens. Okay. Screw the 1%. Keep your passport. Awesome. Thanks, Steam. Thanks, Steam. Appreciate it, Steam. You know, really what I needed right now, Steam. Definitely what I needed. The Fallout. Holy cow, like Fallout? Like the game? Like Fallout? What is this? Yes, hello. Oh, get it, Dave. Go on, Dave. I'm gonna move the chat box up a little bit so you're not in the subtitle. Yes. 3, 4.
Let's load up the adverts.
Gotcha.
You might want to have a bit of a think about it. Your decisions have consequences, don't they?
Should I play this? Is this toy safe? It's fine. James, coming soon, media size near hall near you. What is this? Wait, what is this? Advanced Go-Getters. Introducing Go-Get 'em Teen Team. Yeah, that's fine. Skin cream. That works.
Right, you can see they finally got the old headline system up and
Stairs. Holy shit, it's been years! Hi, Jay! How are you?
These two buttons at the bottom of the vision mixer, you can
What you doing? It's been years! What are you doing, Jinx?
image A on the left bottom screen here, or image B on the right bottom screen here. It's really simple. This little clock here will count
I've been good. That's good.
to make your decision. Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine. And you can change your mind as much as you want until
On my break at the moment? Oh, that's good.
don't make any decision, you'll be fired before you even get to make another choice. I just want to say one more thing, mate. The pictures you choose to show of these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them, and that's going to affect their lives. So
Interesting.
like the adverts, choose carefully. And we're off. Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in the next break. Yeah, I'm coming, darling.
Okay. We're playing this game. And I am learning the secrets of the universe.
Not the best source of
And Dave, he's a silly guy. Dave is just a silly guy.
4, 3.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future might hold with a leading economist and radical freethinker. With the Assets and Wealth Act on the brink of raising living standards for the vast majority of the country, I'll be asking my guess if we're on the way to a new future.
Gotcha.
The old Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO.
We're not gonna show the picture of her gambling. I feel like that's a bit rude. Don't show pictures of people gambling. that's not the greatest way to make it to the hearts of the people. Obviously, it'll get us more views if we show scandalous photos, but
Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehearts. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety.
Oh.
Making a splash.
Oh.
Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborg-Horgensford have today set off to explore Dante's taint.
What?
The recently discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing cavern.
Successfully, the pair. I got scram. Bye!
This is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. God bless. The pair
I have to
stated,
actually listen to
"We
the
will face
broadcast.
plentiful challenges together, like we always have. Playing the field, rumours abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped leaving Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs. The footballer was caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very programme.
There.
Johnny is
Scandalous.
seen with socialite and performance
Scandalous.
artist Tiffany Lamore, whose recent show
Scandalous.
Inside My
Be
Soul
scandaled. We can allow a little scandal with a football player. Football? They mean soccer because they're wrong.
With Vance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more power
Interesting.
passing to the police,
Okay, so now we're deciding how the justice system is made present. This is topical.
all that, the mega move with a group of young actors who already
Okay.
have the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
30 seconds back.
What? Okay. We're having fun with that then? No. Okay. Haha.
With the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy.
There we go.
We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
Oh.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you.
There we
We're
go.
moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan.
It's all in my book. Alan James is right, Jeremy. We're to become the great herd, ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs.
What?
Alan James is
shamelessly self-promoting. Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully.
Okay.
Advance are the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't
And
what
this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking...
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like. They nerdy appearance and they poison your food and they take you away to their house for hypno-brainwashing.
What is this bro talking about?
Way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same people. Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like
What?
psychic paedophiles.
But based on the facts...
What is bro saying?
Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding...
What is blood saying?
They're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research and the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book...
Oh my god!
Opiates. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue.
What is happening?
Chemicals, they're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
No, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need to change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forward.
What is happening?
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up
3,
tonight.
2, 1, go.
1 minute back.
What was bro speaking?
Jeremy.
How much are you being paid by them then?
Shut the fuck up, Alan. I've never heard so much shit in my life.
Well,
Get his ass.
Alan, I can explain it to you, but unfortunately, I can't understand it for you.
Damn! Get his ass, girl. Okay, I'm glad we didn't choose that then.
Bullshit, you will. She's good. You know she is.
I've said a bit of wording, that's all I can do.
10 seconds, everybody. Little Jakey scared of the big bird caught you with water.
If that sticks, I'll destroy you.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country.
Gotcha.
Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line.
Okay. That's stressful. The shit with alt in my mouse is so stressful.
Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our day.
Yeah, there we go.
The quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem. We need more support from ministers. What are you doing? We need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving, Greg.
Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
Just hang on. No, the problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
Can your affairs?
No. Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation.
Okay, so we got drama going down now.
Sorry to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Next, I'm joined by Police Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I am sure we all long for a return to the days when you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife. Or kosh.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great
I'm so focused on the mouse shit.
As the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have
Thank God.
been singing.
And to what do you attribute this moral
Holy shit.
Gays and gypsies mainly.
Ah!
It's all in the Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly states that...
The slur, damn.
Jeremy, you bloody gimp.
What the fuck? What is this? What happened?
As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible?
Oh, God.
Absolutely, Jeremy.
Oh, no.
Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
Oh, sorry, darling. I was spaying the badgers.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in the box?
Oh, Clive, you know it's Wednesday. You go back in space.
And whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people of
Darling,
this...
where's the padlock?
Oh, hold on.
What is happening?
Clive!
Clive, this
Oh my god!
naughty boy. Mummy said get
Clive, I am not having this again.
Mummy said get on your
What is going on?
You beast, Clive.
As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal. No one else.
What's happening?
Everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as
He
barbarians.
looks so done.
When our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of the pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Thank you. What's Peel there? Really locking down the police's position on the right. And finally tonight...
Holy shit. Oh no.
It's time to get to the heart of the matter. Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years burglary and menacing a swamp. He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony.
Cheers, Jez. Call me Titwank Tony.
What?
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Titwank Tony. Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalization, as you can imagine. And obviously, titwanks are quite hard to come by.
Oh my
I'm
god.
picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank Tony. Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to let you get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank Tony.
Please.
I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez.
Sopen!
Yeah, I think asking that is an oversimplification.
He looks so done with life. This poor guy.
Let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris, Little Chris,
Oi, oi.
and Vampire Chris.
What the fuck is happening?
This one's, yeah?
Yep. One sec, love. Titwank Tony's on the news.
Oh my god.
Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. It's just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this now?
You are joking. Chrissy Freebollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh. Not now, fellas. I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
The little boy?
Oh, I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here.
What the fuck is happening?
Yes, we
Oh.
seem to be losing the signal there, Tony.
Fucking way, let's believe that.
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think yes, Tony? Tony, I mean, we're literally away for 2 seconds. Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought there a little. Hopefully you, the viewer, have managed to clean up
Okay.
understanding of this.
Fucking Titwank Tony is having a great time.
After the break, Megan will be live with some plucky young thespians. Don't go away. We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back, everybody.
Piss off.
Ugh, and streams crashed. We wait. Stream, please survive. Please stream. Survive. Survive, stream. There we go. See, we're alive. I need to make sure I have my disconnect protection on, because I swear I do, but every single time it's like, no you don't. Oh, or it's flickering, that's why. There we go. Try that. Do that. There we go. Be alive, chat. We there? Everything good? Hopefully didn't mix too much of Titwank Tony. He's a character, that's for sure. We love Titwank Tony over here. Let me just make sure everything's alive and dandy. They're trying to get me with making my bitrate shit. There we go. That works. Awesome. Great. Okay, let's continue. Maybe. Where has my bitrate gone? Where? My bitrate. Oh. We lagging. Trying my best here. I want my bitrate to be good, but I don't know why that is happening. Are we good now? It looks relatively okay. I just need it to stay okay. You feel me? Come on, bitrate. Come on, bitrate. Just. Anyways. Oh. As soon as I click off my everything, it goes to shit. Don't know why it's doing that. And I don't appreciate it, considering I want to stream. Oh. Oh. I need my stream to work. I need my stream to work. I need it to do its job. Be really nice if it would do that. Stream? Are we alive again? My bitrate is being so funky. And I don't appreciate it. Better? That looks better. My FPS dropped. Okay, I think we're betterer. Think we are in fact better. Okay. My FPS is dropping though, which isn't exactly what I want. Oh, and there it goes. We're just gonna play. And worst thing that happens is game disconnects. Or not game disconnects, stream disconnects, and I just have to do a VOD.
In this next section, there's a bit of music. If you edit in time with the music, you can see the result on the Vision Mixer, and the public will love that. Don't worry if you don't, though. You won't get punished for it or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove. Also, one last tip. When the music starts, turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music bit. God, I love music. God, I'm so pissed. I think I might go and throw up in a bit.
Surely it's on his way. Come on, it's welcome back. How hard can it be? This is on you.
10 seconds, everybody. Gonna open on Megan. Camera 2. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolfe, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be
My bad.
chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest. I'm the older, more popular one. Only joking.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So,
I'm so
Harry and I were
focused.
shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Oh, right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Maths is really important.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms.
Theatre?
I just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids.
Oh.
And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing.
Mm.
We touch our audiences and they touch us right back.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one point of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
Yeah, yeah.
We teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right. To put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah, because
Oh.
in a way she's like
All of us. It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Put it in, coach.
Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it, that way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grant?
2 days ago. A letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it.
Please. My internet. That's so delayed as well. It does not want to. Okay. What we're gonna do, it's gonna hit stop streaming for a mo. Hit start streaming. And try again. Okay. I think it's just the server that's not wanting to connect by this. Okay. We're just gonna go on with this as if it's a recording, which is completely fine. That's fine. I get to play a cool game still. So we're just gonna hide the chat here and continue as if it's just a normal recording.
From his bin and brought it to me.
Wow,
Yep.
how did you react?
I also threw it in the bin. But then
Oh.
Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
You know what? It's funny because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political.
Oh.
I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic mainly.
Oh.
We did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go
Always
at this
vote. Fun fact.
thing.
Okay.
And here we bally well are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant.
So let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
Dear Diary, I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears.
Okay, this needs to stay here.
Tears. Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. Alone. Dreading what might be around every corner.
What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
Oh, hi Gary.
Oh, heavens, no! It's Gary the Fist!
Gary the Fist!
Going somewhere, little first year?
Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning. But will this make me feel better about my violent father?
Violent father. Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
This shit.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Keep going, for fuck's sake.
Right, maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? Oh, my arm's free, coach.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right, who are you to stand up to me?
What is happening?
Fist, and you're just a sad little girl with two gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my two new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team.
Interesting.
Yeah. And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
But I can't fight all three of you, and I don't have any friends.
What's
of my
happening?
own.
Dun, 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 dun.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face.
2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 4, 1, 3. Could be me. I rock with it.
Life can be peachy keen if you work as a team.
It's my choice to be mean. So stop now, make a different choice. Listen to that inner voice.
I'm trying to stay in time as possible, but it's...
Listen up, I won't take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your cruel laps. I'm a mother loving rebel, but I still love maths.
Hey, kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist, but that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum for dinner. He had to wait. Where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner, woman? Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. 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 Life's pretty hard on a council estate.
I don't know what's happening.
Life's pretty hard on a council estate.
They aren't keeping an even beat and it's annoying me.
Yeah. Just work as a team.
It's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now, make a different choice. Listen to that inner voice. Friendship!
Yes!
Incredible.
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight.
Thankfully.
News. Join us tomorrow night for all the headlines from across the country. My name's Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
Oh, that was brilliant!
What the little fuck was that?
I believe that was art.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but it doesn't make it so.
I have a similar belief about.
That's insane.
Check.
Oh, someone please get these twats out of my studio.
Interesting. A, D, A. Received your full wages, current wealth, broke ass poor. Hell yeah. RS, ND, Illuminati up, PC. Okay. Day 15. Late night. You arrive home after another long shift to find a note waiting for you on the countertop. You recognize Sam's hurried scrawl. Chris has been evicted for not paying rent. You know where this is headed. Sam's gonna pick up Chris's stuff from the street. Don't wake up, Underlife tries. So this is your fault now, is it? You sulkily press play on the cheap horror film we were going to watch together. It used to absolutely terrify you as a kid, but makes two of you laugh. It's not the same without Sam, but you still chuckle to yourself occasionally. Just as you get to the good bit, the part where Candy decides to investigate your alone, your 14-year-old son interrupts. He wants to go to a friend's house. He looks at you the only way a child can, pleading but somehow defiant. Sure. Clearly surprised, he races out the door. You doze in front of the movie waiting for his return. You start to awake at the sound of TV static. It's gone midnight and there's no sign of Charlie or Sam. Arriving at the friend's house, you find your son, who miraculously notices the time when he sees you. You may think you were born yesterday, but he at least apologizes. That's something. You recognize that cheeky, mischievous look. You can't help but let him off this time. He had fun. That's what matters. Tight Christmas. Okay. What? Christmas! You can't help but crack a smile as you look around the table. The snow has smiled. The snow has smiled. The snow has settled on the grass outside. The kids are pulling a cracker while your elderly mother tries to keep her eyes open. You did always have a soft spot for Christmas. You're sitting at the head of the table now, your dad's place. It's been a tense afternoon. Everyone can feel it. It's the first time you've seen Chris since you refused to part with your passport. It's a big change for Sam. Two siblings used to be inseparable. The Christmas is usually such a nice time of year. The clatter early is all that can be heard as Chris stares pointedly at you. Are you having a nice Christmas? You make a toast. You stay silent. Let's talk to Grandma. Your mother stares vacantly at you, confused. She comes back to herself with a start of recognition. Yes, thank you, Alex. It's lovely. It's been happening more and more lately. Oh. The clatter of cutlery is all that can be heard as Chris stares pointedly at you. Toast. I like toast. You stand and raise your glass. Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm glad we're all here. There's murmurs of cheers and much clinking of glasses. Chris doesn't moon. Yeah, we're all here. No thanks to you. Chris? Sighs Sam. Come on now. It's Christmas. Can't we put that behind us? I wasn't talking to you. Sam's right. Let's enjoy ourselves. Chris turns away from you, taking some frustration out on a cheap cut of roast chicken. Your daughter, Susie, seizes the opportunity to corner her. You know how you love me? You chuckle. That sounds familiar. I'm not going to like this, am I? You joke. Susie rolls her eyes. You know me and my friends are planning on traveling this year, Susie begins innocently. Well, I was hoping you'd help me with the money. She's interrupted by Chris, who makes a derisive smart. I wouldn't hold your breath, Susie. Not known for your generosity, are you, Alex? Ignoring Chris, you smile at your daughter. Well, we'll see so many parts of the world and learn so much about other cultures, Susie gushes. You sigh and lower your voice. You know the money is really tight right now and that Grandma's staying here. We don't just have that kind of money, Suze. But please, Harriet's parents are helping her. I'm sorry, I wish we could afford it, but we can't. What? You promised. She looks from the face of one parent to another and opens her mouth to speak. Instead, she lets out a frustrated shriek and buries her head in her hands. Chris starts to applaud. And the Parent of the Year award goes to Chris. It starts a sarcastic drum roll on the table. You look at Sam for support, but none is forthcoming. Pay no attention to Suze, Chris goes on. Alex has no time for their family, isn't that right? You can't bring yourself to speak. It's pathetic. Chris puts an arm around Susie and escorts her out the room. Sam follows without meeting your gaze. If money's tight, money's tight! Charlie excuses himself awkwardly if you start to clear the plates in silence. Have you had a nice birthday, Pat? Your mother chimes in cheerfully. Merry fucking Christmas. Holidays are always a shit hole. Holidays are always shit. God damn it. You're leaping through a pile of accumulated posts. Each new bill puts it on your gut like a lead weight until a flash of blue makes you pause. Recognizing the To Advance logo on the envelope, you tear it open. Dear Winston residents, thank you for sending us your passports for approval. We can now confirm that the receipt and validation for the new Assets and Wealth Redemption Scheme. Hopefully this will make last month's argument with Sam worth it. Fuck, I put into the fucking advance thing. As such, our pleasure is enclosed by a check, which we hope you will see as a symbol, not only of our gratitude to you, but our unwavering commitment of creating a society free of inequality. The throbbing of your fresh induced paper cut is the only reason you believe you're awake. A check, and a signable one at that. Chris was right. Advance really are distributing wealth. We will continue to strive for the betterment of this nation and its people. Forwards together, Julia Salisbury, and Peter Clement. The way of your financials burdens lessen slightly. It's bliss. I'm still shit ass poor. Long weekend. Why does the zip on this damn case never close? It's your anniversary. Every year you and Sam go for the weekend, usually camping. You're not making money. You've been looking forward for it to ages. Finally getting some alone time together, you can forget about the noise of life. No kids, no work, just a bit of romance and peace and quiet. The zip finally gives up the bagel and you drag the bulging suitcase down the stairs. The answering machine is blinking on the hall table. Good evening, Alex. This is Mr. Bozeman. I'm calling to inform you that you will be required to work this weekend. Your heart sinks. Some information has come to light concerning the rising tensions between our nation and foreign powers. The National Nightly News team will be working around the clock to ensure we break the story first. Needless to say, I need your attendance tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. sharp. Have a pleasant evening. Shock turns to annoyance and then fearing. Where are you going to tell Sam? Sam comes downstairs, brimming with excitement. Kissing you, they grab the card keys from the dish and start to load. Fuck it. Ignored. What was that? Nothing important, you reply as you put on your coat, adrenaline coursing through your body. Grabbing Sam around the waist, you practically slam the front door. Might as well enjoy your time off. You're gonna pay for it on Monday. My wife is important. I'm making mistakes, okay? An unwelcome return. Oh god. Oh no. When you get to work Monday morning, get some sour looks from your exhausted colleague. A note sits for you, immaculate. I am very important, Winston. Was it worth it? I'd say so. Okay. My wife was happy. Okay. A permission slip. I'm doing a lot of choices here. Your son, Charlie, hovers at your elbow as you read. Do you find yourself striving to achieve? Are you an active member of the team? Do you like the benefits of cooperation? Join the Advanced Go-Getters today. Forwards together. This doesn't sound like the youth club he told you about. Charlie grabs a flyer from you and thrusts the form into your hand. So I can walk straight from school and Ben's sister can drop us home after, so you won't have to do anything. No. Sorry, mate. I just don't think it's the right for you. You hand back the form lightly. What? This is so unfair. Why? I know it seems that way, Charlie, but you'll understand soon enough. Nuh-uh. A free ticket. Oh, Lord. Advance is really trying to get us. Right in front of you, Alan James is right. Some guys at work gave it to me. They can't go. Sam stands in front of you, brandishing 2 tickets. You see the title in bold letters. Alan James right in front of you. I'm really unsure. Shall we go? Free tickets are free tickets. No. Dude's a nut job. I'm sorry. I can't sit through any more of his crap. Sam bursts into fits of laughter. Thank God, guys. You're gonna say yes. You decided to stay in and eat pizza. Alan James isn't worth your time. Stay neutral is what mine is. Okay. A profitable partnership. Oh, Lord. After a particularly long day at work, you come home to find the post sorted into piles, as Sam has taken to doing recently. Most of it is the usual rubbish, but a letter with the increasing familiar Advance logo and an urgent respond immediately plastered on the front in corresponding urgent red font grabs your attention. Best to get it over with. Dear Winston residents, this letter is to inform you that the Advance government has taken another step forward in our fight for equality. By nationalizing the largest private corporations and redistributing their sources among citizens of this great country, the Partner Bonds program ensures that the wealth created by people is delivered to the people. You don't remember this being in the manifesto. Yeah, communism! Every household will become a partner in one of 3 carefully selected institutions, chosen by Advance for consistent high performance and financial security. Please note, all returns are based on public opinion and cannot be guaranteed. Please select one of the following. Eye of the Beholder, Inc., whether it's cosmetics, clothing, or closure, we see the beauty in our customers. Niels. So, we need consistent public security and something like this. Meals. Clothing, furniture. I'm well off. Please return this form using the envelope provided you or receive your report from your partnership in 3 to 6 working months. Seems Advance can't defeat the quagmire of government bureaucracy. The future of this nation is partnership. Forwards together, Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Just how much influence could you have? Too much, considering I work at a... That's a couple days. Considering I work at a place which I control TV screens, I might have a few strings I can pull. Probably. Boop, 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 boop. The Tempest. Okay.
Good evening, Alex. It's Bozeman here, your boss. While you're powering up and getting the adverts loaded, I thought I should just tell you that we've had one of those public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other 2, so read those tape labels carefully. But make sure you play the advance advert, preferably at the second break. Right, that's the lot. Have a great show. Total pimp. My God, that weather looks nasty.
Prostate.
Oh, how's it going with Steve?
Why are all men such pricks?
That one, eh?
Apparently he has a complicated relationship with his fish.
No.
Sorry, are you saying he chose his imaginary friend in the sky over you?
I don't know why I talk.
It probably is a really awful date.
10 seconds, everybody.
Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Pricks.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. Our main stories tonight.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight
Okay.
on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
After 3 months of record-breaking approval rating,
Interesting.
could this be the
Disrupt.
first move of a silent resistance movement? And what would that mean as we go into the future?
We shall overcome. Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, doctors Ingrid Svorsborg-Horgensvoord and David Wong announced today
Interesting.
that they're considering 2 possible options.
With 2 of the finest minds in science working together, hopes are still high for the eventual return of the team to dry land.
Without enough engineers to successfully fix
What is this
their
AI ass image, bro?
likely to attempt to farm the cavern's ecosystem while they wait for rescue from above ground. I think I'll stick to risotto, Jeremy.
Bloodbath avoided. As the last Mr. Snuggle
Why did our
was
screen
found and
switch?
destroyed, we ask, how could we have been so blind?
Fortunately, this station wisely chose not to advertise Mr. Snugglehugs, and the subsequent disappointing sales turned out to be a miracle, as only 7 children were horribly injured
Jesus.
by the beautiful toy. How much worse could it have been? Thankfully, we'll never know.
Julia Salt, who mobilised numerous government resources to recall the product immediately after the first blindings, said today that the new advance mark, which must be
I'm glad I didn't advertise that then. Damn.
100% ironclad guarantee of safety and quality.
Table for 2. Johnny Hansleaves and Tiffany Lamore were spotted having a private moment out at lunch today.
The popular couple have certainly been on a roller coaster since they started dating late last year, and this image is sure to place them firmly back in the tabloids.
Could we be on the verge of the biggest celebrity wedding since
Thank God.
wrestler Randy Grizzlenut Bridge married his longtime tag team partner Tina Tiny Hands last year in a wrestling ring made entirely of cake?
Is this once celebrated role model about to become the bad boy of sport?
And onwards and upwards.
Interesting.
In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them, Remington's Fist CEO Sophia Remington today announced a brand new product that already has the markets
I'm
buzzing.
so scared.
This groundbreaking product came as quite a shock when it was revealed earlier today, though its critics are skeptical that the young CEO can fulfill her promises.
Described as a breakthrough far ahead of its time, the male contraceptive pill is heralding a sexual revolution.
Interesting.
Its fans are celebrating the fact that men can finally take equal responsibility for contraception. But others have expressed
That's a real thing, by the way. Men can take birth control.
With that exclusive prime ministerial interview coming up later.
And our very own Patrick Bannon live at the first annual Sports Board final.
You won't want to miss a second of tonight's
National Nightly News.
Oh, fuck. This shit again. I can't catch a break. And it's storming outside. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to move and switch all of this on really quickly. Just a hunch. What? Good enough.
But first tonight, while Advance is certainly proving who've seen their wealth and standards of living increase considerably.
My bad.
For some, the transition has not been as pleasant.
That's right, Megan. The formerly aristocratic members of our society have had to make major adjustments to come to terms with the new regime.
Robin Short is in suburbia investigating rumours that these previously privileged
Mhm.
people may be planning some kind of protest.
Yeah.
Robin?
Thanks, Megan. I'm here in Moderate Hatchings to talk to Wentworth and Penelope
Yeah.
Somerset Bentley, who were relocated to the house you see behind me after Advance passed the Assets and Wealth Act on their first day in office.
Bro.
Tell me, how are you settling into your new lives?
Well, quite frankly, Robin, we're not settling in at all. Our neighbours are whitewatters.
It's simply untenable.
Yeah.
I hope you'll forgive my language, but it's as steaming as a Wednesday hatch basket with too much spatting.
Steady now, Penelope. Sorry, Robin, my sister's under a lot of pressure. She had to dress herself this morning and she still hasn't quite recovered, Robin.
My goodness, that must have been quite a shock.
She really struggles with women's, Robin.
Women's wobbin.
Been rehoused in a nice big house.
Women's wobbin.
This grubby little gaddis spatch only has one.
Jeez.
And the breakfast room and the dining room in the same bloody place. Imagine that, having all one's grub in one room. One room, Robin.
So what would you say to the people that feel that your family has had it far too easy for far too long?
Interesting.
Redistributions are both fair and just.
I hardly think we've had it easy for fussle's sake. Only one of our swimming pools was even heated.
But realistically, what can you do?
Well, you've asked the right whatty question, Robin.
Thank you, Wentworth. I wasn't the youngest ever editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason.
Yeah, there we go.
Butler was from Swinstead. Dear George. Oh, I wonder what happened to him.
Yep, there we go. Come on. Uppies.
Daddy tried to shoot him in the buttocks and he ran off into the woods.
There we go.
Will be my last happy memory, Robin. Will be my last happy memory.
Tragic, but what can you do?
Tragic.
Wise and rebel. We wage war.
He's trying not to laugh at him.
Just words and rebellious
He's trying. Why in Wobel?
Oh, what's that?
Daddy! Daddy, it's something!
Please
What's happening? What is happening?
Tilly's our mummy. She's proper cracked off too.
Well, at least you are showing some shame.
Oh.
Free at last! Somerset Bentley, glad to meet you. See, the protest has started already.
What's happening?
Work, boy. He gets that from me, you know.
And forgive me, what are you trying to achieve here?
We just want to be footing well heard, that's all.
Language, Penelope.
What's happening?
Sorry, Daddy.
We want the world to realise we won't roll over and run away. We will revolt. We will rise again.
Yes, we bloody well will.
What's happening? I'm just in a constant state. What the fuck?
Are you okay?
Well,
Megan, as this embryonic protest movement
Protest?
takes on the toppling, it's back here in the studio. I'm Robin Short, struggling surreptitiously in moderate hatchings.
Oh my god, what's happening?
Jeremy, but I've seen enough shaft work to last me a lifetime.
I'm sure you have. But can a naked protest movement ever really catch on? It doesn't seem like the way we do things in this country.
Holy cow.
I'm sure you're aware, Jeremy, this country is becoming a very different place.
Yes, but seriously, who's going to run around naked in our weather?
Hopefully not you, Jeremy.
Yes, well, there wouldn't be enough canvas for the slogans.
When we come back, our very own Patrick live from the Sports Board Finals. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
We'll be back after these messages. We'll be back.
1 minute back. Oh, sorry, I'm busting.
Do you suffer from benign prostate enlargement?
She's funny.
What's happening? There's so much happening, it's hard to pay attention to, and then you got like the fucking Wi-Fi thing? Oh my god. What is this fucking ad?
We're getting reports in that naked protesters might try and spoil the sports board final by waving their fleshy bits about. Try and make sure you don't broadcast it. It's 6 p.m. for God's sake. No one wants to see fannies on the news. Gentlemen out.
Okay. If there's penis on this game, I'm gonna lose my mind.
And your she-demon of an ex-wife. So what caused this big old prostate in your bum?
Try not to broadcast fannies. I've got ya. What is this fucking ad?
I can tell you, as you get older, your body changes. And that's okay.
What is this? And that's okay.
If you're worried about
That's
your
what it
sport
says.
bum
Yes, I understand that, but I always say welcome back.
I think we should just keep it as it is.
Well, of course you do. I've got one hat
easy,
line.
it's quick.
What's that supposed to mean? I didn't write it, Jeremy.
That's all right, fine. Jenny, there's nothing wrong with you.
Not gay.
Have they not fixed this?
I want to see us fry. Good for the ratings.
5.
This must have been so fun to act out.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolf. Coming up later, we'll be speaking to the Prime Ministers about their exciting new healthcare facilities, transition centres.
Nice to see they care.
You're absolutely right, Jeremy. But first, we're going now to our own Patrick Bannon, who's reporting live from the
Let's
finals
go.
of the new game that's gripping the nation, Sports Board. Patrick?
That's right, Megan. You joined me.
Let's go.
The first annual Sports Board Championship.
Sports Board.
The competition so far, I think it's fair to say these two have been dancing around each other all season. First up, we have Eddie Striker. She's the more experienced of our two players today. Striker has got an accuracy of 7, a danger rating of K, and a 12-month driving ban. Striker's known for her signature move, the Orangi hamster. And facing her tonight, hoping to prove himself with a career record of 12 outs, 14 finishes, and a divorce pending. It's Mr. Wingspan himself, Tommy, the fingernail Harris. Just waiting on the ref now. The slapping ceremony is taking part. Still going on. And, Striker, of course, first to start as she won the trivia round earlier on by some margin. Harris, perhaps the brawn and not the brains. Stupid. Eddie Striker. Eddie Striker. Nice start there from Striker. She's determined not to let the nerves show.
Okay.
Not after last time. On to Mr.
It's getting
Harris.
complicated.
On to Mr. Harris now. Using
Let's
his arm
go.
to pick up the ball. Using his arm to pick up the ball. bad shot there from Harris. Back to striker for shots number 3. All right. For shots number 3. All right. She's gone to sort of throw under her legs. She's gone. Not bad, if you ask me. Don't know why you couldn't. To Harris. Bit of business with the ref, but it got sorted out. Back to Harris now. A ball in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Football. Move back. I'd say that's fair, but what do I know? Oh no, and Harris is not going to be happy with that. So really not a good start there from
So
Harris.
excited.
We can only hope the round 2 treats him a bit better.
They're doing great.
After the argument with the ref section, it's time to
You know.
change ends. Now we have the ceremonial changing of the ends.
Oh yeah.
And of course now they go back to the starting positions, as that makes sense. Striker giving it large. Second round, striker Harris. Wins round 2 now with Harris. Okay, we seem to have some sort of streak on the pitch. I apologise if we broadcast any of that stuff. She appears to have slogans across her breasts and arse. Try and ignore all of that. Security, I'm sure we're going to take them out as soon as possible. Apologise if we broadcast any of that. As I said, we're going to get the situation resolved as soon as possible.
I'm trying.
They're trying to carry on play, but it's proving a bit difficult, and I'm struggling to follow. Because it's quite an eyesore, and women's bodies, yeah. Okay, so back into round 2 now, and Harry's absolutely determined to close that massive gap. Steady striker. No, it's just some of the tightest play I've seen ever. Harris. And was that the fitted thumb screw? We haven't seen that since the Heats. What a brilliant move.
Okay. So much happening.
Back to striker. And we know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. That is, of course, the ground sound. Excellent bit of play here on both sides of the bucket. I don't know about you at home, but I'm finding the technical mastery on display here absolutely blooming jaw-dropping. The ref has spotted something in Harris's neck or head. And Harris is having an absolute shocker. What a miserable start there for Tommy Harris. But he is a late bloomer, of course.
What is happening? What is this sport?
But now, of course, it's time for the half-time show. Sponsored by Remington's Fish.
There's so much happening here.
Nice piece of music here to start the half-time show. Okay, another posh protester loose on the court here. We can only apologise for that. We'll do our best to shield you from having to look at the attic.
Interesting.
Here with his genitals on display
What the fuck?
and ruining what was shaping up to be quite the dance interlude there. Now he's thrusting himself in Harris's face. Security's on it.
Whoa.
And the bucket's been knocked over.
There's so much happening.
I cannot stand it when the bucket gets knocked over.
There's so much happening. Whoa! Get this guy's dick off the air! Get this man's dick off the air! We don't need this man's dick on the air. Please. And they're dancing. What's happening?
And a lovely finish there on both sides of the bucket. I wouldn't like to call that one. Round 3, I'd love to know what's going on in these two players' heads. But unfortunately, because of science, we can't. Thank you. Because of science, we can't. Not bad.
What?
So that ball boy's giving me the eye all day. I don't know what's going on. Striker there, not a great start. She looks a bit flustered, I think, after all that swinging around. Back to Harris here. God, what I wouldn't give to be that ball. I'm all right, ladies. Tommy Harris. And it dribbled down his arm, which is actually a really good move, because, of course, if it dribbles down his arm and goes on the floor, it's not going in the bucket. Back to striker.
Trying my best here to keep them interested.
And striker's gone for the animal bonus there, but of course, perhaps. And yes, Harris has counted with a tiny bell. That is wonderful play. Of course, we've seen that before.
What the fuck is happening?
Absolutely gutted. What a mug. That could have been the clincher. What a massive shame.
Harris receives possession now.
Harris to serve now. Harris, of course, undefeated by Kestrel in his last 4 battles. So, here we go. Tommy Harris. That's all right. Not bad there. He threw it quite far away from him, which is quite a good idea. Very clever there. Perhaps a little contact, a caution from the referee, who's being, if you ask me, a little bit harsh. Ellie Striker. Ellie Striker. And she's letting the nerves get to her. What the hell was that? You came to see it, don't you? You cannot believe it. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, like, I mean, this is a mess now. I don't know what I can be doing about this. I mean, sort of breasts and genitals for all to see. I mean, there's only so much I can do. They're sort of everywhere, aren't they? I'll try and carry on. The players are...
We're trying here. Trying not to get as many naked people on the show as possible.
What's going on here? Yes, we want our money. Yes, very good. Take them away. Bloody wasters. Absolute wasters.
Woo.
Oh, jog on. It's an absolute bloody... Okay, and now we're going to go to the final round. And of course, as it's a Tuesday, the final round is a mime round. Who could believe it? Who could believe it? Nice imaginary shot there from Harris. It really could go anywhere at this point. Really high-level play here from two absolute juggernauts of the sport. Hold. The bucket getting moved back to its proper place. About time, if you ask me. About time, if you ask me. She's juggling it around from her hands. Interesting, juggling it around from her hands. And she's put it in her mouth like as if it was an egg. And now she's and she spat it out. She did the egg spit. So a wonderful move there, quite late on. From Striker. But she's in it to win it. On it, like a car bonnet. On it.
What is he yapping about?
Tommy Harris here, having a bit of beef. Tommy Harris here, having a bit of beef. And he's peeling it as if it were a banana, which is an interesting move. I'm not sure if he hasn't had his potassium or what's going on today with Harris. And he's throwing it, and the banana was the ball! What a fantastic move there from Harris! What a pathetic
What is going?
That is over. How can he look his 8-year-old son in the face tonight?
What is happening?
We just have to wait for the referee now to announce it to make sure it is all official.
Contestants in, please. And the winner of the first annual Sports Board Championship is everyone!
Okay, the ref has decreed once again a win for everyone.
Okay, so it's all pointless.
I'm going to be celebrating tonight with my wife and children. Another wonderful victory for me. On the on-site security to collect their medals,
What?
respectively. And thanks again for watching the Sports Board Championships. I'm Patrick Bannon.
Don't touch those then.
Celebrating tonight, and all I always have to say, Jeremy, is
That's not good.
Patrick Bannon there had an extraordinary final.
Historic sports board, Jeremy.
I didn't know you were a fan.
Yeah, I can wrench a doubler with the best of them, I'll have you know.
I certainly wouldn't bet against you.
When we come back, I'll be talking live with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, who apparently have a big announcement you wouldn't want to miss.
That's coming up after these messages. That's coming up after
1 minute back.
Fucking microphone shocked me.
What?
Fucking
Yeah.
microphone just shocked me. Where's that sound guy?
Don't come after me.
Everything okay?
Oh, the mics are just trying to kill us now, apparently.
Oh, no.
You'll be fine. You're unshockable.
I'm immune to your cheap flattery.
I'm wearing you down.
Boozman again. Just heard from the chaps in maintenance that this storm is causing the odd power surge. Some of your controls might be a bit dangerous. Now, I know you're tough and you can take the odd shock for the sake of a perfect news broadcast, but too many in quick succession can stop the old ticker. I'm sure you'll make the right decisions. Boozman out.
We seem to have sprung a leak. Well,
Oh.
actually,
You're going to need a whole new lining up there. Triple C.
we'll look into it.
Minister, it's so good to see you again.
Miss Wolf, your star seems to be in the ascendant.
It's a great time to be alive.
So don't touch. Too much storm, don't touch. No, no touch. Bucket, holy cow, Stanley Parable reference. Ugh.
You'll see, Dad.
10 seconds, everybody.
No, mine's fine.
Have
you had a little accident?
Cheeky cow.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. I am delighted to be joined by Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Welcome to the National Nightly News, Prime Ministers.
Oh, please, it's just Julia and Peter.
We don't believe much in titles. It doesn't seem very advanced.
We're delighted to be here.
Well, firstly, I should ask how you feel about the graffiti that's been springing up across the capital. Should we be worried?
Okay.
No, you definitely shouldn't be worried.
Well, not unless you've got a fatal paint allergy anyway.
Okay.
Yes, it does seem that there are still some people we haven't been able to help.
You know, whinges most.
People who yet benefit from the many advantages of the new future.
And you know, Megan, as my old mum used to say, there are some pissants who just don't know how to be happy.
We're working hard to reach these people, find out what they're angry about and how we can help. The door to my government is always open.
So much
But we didn't come here to talk about what may yet turn out to be
Okay, let's not do that. Oh my god. That scared the fuck out of me.
We want to talk to the nation about something far more exciting.
Yes, your office briefed us that you have an announcement to make, but they were being surprisingly secretive about it.
Let me ask you a question, Megan.
Okay, it's not usually how it works, but...
That is unfair timing.
Scares you.
It's death. We're talking about death.
We're all afraid of our deaths. It's part of being human.
Sorry, are you saying that Advance have cured death?
That'll be a vote winner. Yeah, that was definitely a drop there.
But while we may not have cured death, we hope we found a way to make it much less scary.
And much less painful and much less expensive. Look, which is me close-up camera there? When I was 13, my mum came and got me from school. He was to go to the hospital. My granddad, he'd collapsed that morning, so we'd all to say our goodbyes. And I went in to see him. We were all frail and pale. I was scared because I'd only seen him the week before, and he'd been fit as fiddle. And he said to me, Peter,
That's more than 3 seconds.
it's the right time. I don't
That's more than...
want to be a burden to the people I love.
Was that the last time you saw him?
Nope. 3 days later, we were back home. He lived with us for 9 miserable years after that. He had to be fed with a rubber spoon. He had a commode, so he'd just take a shit right there in the lounge while we were watching football. He wouldn't even wait till half time.
That sounds...
It was awful. It were awful for us, and this is the point. It were awful for him.
Interesting.
I could see it was destroying me, man, watching him slowly fade away. And he would beg her to turn off his breathing equipment at night, but she couldn't. Or she wouldn't. It were a crime, you see. And she didn't want to lose the children, as well as her old man.
No family should have to suffer like Peter's did. And now no family will have to. The health service is today opening the first of 300 new transition centres.
Holy cow, I love trans people.
Everything for your last days. The legal, financial,
I love trans people.
costs are all catered for and paid for by the government. So
Mm.
even the poorest citizen gets to pass on with dignity when they choose.
And that choice is important. This is a service only for people who choose it.
I'm trying to decide if I like this idea or not.
Don't want to burden
I don't know how I feel about the implications.
long, humiliating decline.
Just giving me electric shock.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I think it's from my asshole.
Oh, we're still on the air, Peter.
Oh, yes. Sorry. My apologies. Oh.
Are you not worried that this new system might be open to abuse?
In what way?
Sorry. I've got sapped again. Can I get a little bit of help here, please?
That the older generation might feel somewhat...
That one was massive. Right, no, this bastard's coming off.
Sorry, the older generation might feel somewhat coerced.
Oops. I let a swear slip through.
To spend their final days eating gourmet food and drinking fine wine and luxury spas and gardens.
What is happening?
Perfectly capable of... with a rusty twat,
Prime Minister, please watch your language.
Go get yourself sorted out.
Right.
We're launching a government information film tonight. It should tell your viewers everything they need to know.
You really do move at a breathless pace. It's hard to believe you've yet to be in office a year.
Oh, Megan, we're only getting started.
And on that note, thank you both so much for being here. Jeremy,
Right, yes, that's all we have time for tonight. Thank yous go out to our guests. Congratulations to all the winners of the Sports Board.
What is happening?
And we'll see you tomorrow night at the same time. My name is Jeremy Donaldson.
3, 2, 1.
And we're out. Good job, everybody.
Ow.
So they
Son of a bitch.
I don't suppose
Did I die?
a good thing.
Is it like a 3 strikes and you're out kind of thing? Did I die? Do I have to restart? No. Okay, that was meant to happen. It's good. A BCC, awesome. You have received your full wages. That's good, at least. Current wealth, well off. Shares. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. That sound definitely isn't creepy. That background music. Scary ass music. The lockdown? COVID? COVID? Bovid?
Alex, oh thank God you're alive. It's Jenny, the floor manager. Are you okay? Alex, you need to get it together. Look at the broadcast screen.
What?
That's all we've been putting out since you went down. You have to fix it, now. Look left, Alex, out the window. See? They're all over it, little bastard.
What?
You're going to need a full charge to clear that many off. Hold down the big button until it's fully charged. Then release it to zap the little fuckers.
What the fuck?
Alex, we're broadcasting again. They must have built up while you were napping. Usually it only takes a tap on the button to clear one. Look, there's a lone one climbing now. Zap it off before it starts to mess up the signal again. Great. That seems to be the last of them. For now.
Oh, now I have to take these bitches into account.
Adverts loaded up. I've got to deal with my packet. And Alex, keep your ears open. You'll hear them climbing up the tower. Don't let them build up.
We'll be going live to the National Nightly News. But before that, let's take a look at what's coming up later on.
This has no credibility, Jenny. No professionalism. It's not a mess. Everything is where it should be. It's ramshackle and characterful, and I expect you to know the difference. Of course Megan's place looked lovely, but I can't see it, can I?
Thanks, Jenny. How's lock-in with the boyfriend going?
Decided to take his chances on the wild streets, eh? Rather than endure another romantic comedy.
Jeremy, Jenny says your hair looks stupid.
Yes, I can hear her.
She says she's not talking to you.
Yes, I know, I can hear her.
Shall I count us in?
Make it so.
Okay, 10 seconds. Break a leg, everyone.
Preferably a furry one.
Interesting.
4, 3.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. Our main stories tonight.
Snugglefox? It's been almost 5 weeks since all the Mrs. Snugglehug's toys woke up simultaneously in factories worldwide and began searching for their husbands. The Mr. Snugglehugs we had so short-sightedly destroyed. And now, as this photograph suggests, they may be changing tactics.
Built to surprisingly traditional gender stereotypes, the Mrs. Snugglehugs have been arming themselves with a variety of household implements.
Okay.
All the more reason to make sure that cat flap is taped up good and tight.
Armed with blunt weapons, the Mrs. Snugglehugs
Okay.
are only ankle height and therefore able to be kicked away easily by young, healthy individuals. They do, however, pose a particular risk to the elderly or those with pre-existing medical conditions like fatal bruise syndrome.
Going stir crazy, with no signs of Mr. Snugglehug's batteries running out, and the government lockdown now in its 31st day, domestic relationships across the country are taking some unexpected turns.
Dramatic reports are beginning to emerge of uncharacteristically bold behaviour in homes across the country. And we're not talking about the model planes that occupy so much time in the Donaldson household.
Oh fuck. Oh no! That is. It's just like, you failed. I was trying to pay attention to the thing and I was like, wait, is it gonna be the sex one? Is that one appropriate? Okay. I'm gonna stop there for now because this is just a VOD at this point and a recording and I still have to upload it and I have school tomorrow, so. Anyone confused on the VODs channel? This was originally a stream, but then my internet went out, so I just continued the recording and I'm uploading it fully. Thank you.